Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I am a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, I'll be sharing with you, unfortunately, a bad news. And this is not one, there are two bad news. And this news is going to impact millions. So, what is the news? I'll be sharing complete details with you, but before that, a very small request. If you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. Just remember one single thing, this channel is dedicated to Canadian immigration, and anything happening on Canadian immigration, you will get it here. So with that, let's move on to a very important topic, which is bad news, which happened recently today itself. And there is no one news, there are actually bad news times two. There are two bad news, and unfortunately I have to share these two bad news with you. So the first bad news, which came in today at 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. EST, this bad news was there. This is very popular program, which is called Student Direct Stream, which has brought millions of people here in Canada. Student Direct Stream is closed permanently. Yes, it is closed permanently. So a big shock, and suddenly this happened out of a blue. This happened. So if you see from the government website, here is the information you can see. November 8th, which is today, 2 p.m. EST, this happened. And all this now, so anybody putting application after 2 p.m. today will be treated as a regular application. Now, what is this program? If you, like, many people know about this program, but you will realize the importance of this program and how it's going to impact you if you know about a little bit about this program. So this program actually started back in 2018. This is called Student Direct Stream. Student Direct Stream is an expedited program. Originally, it was for 7 countries and later it moved to 14 countries. So those 14 countries, the topmost are India, Pakistan, China, Philippines. So many students come from these places. But it is closed. It is closed now. And the SDS program has lots of benefits. The first and the most important benefit was faster processing. Faster processing for study permit for international students. Most of the SDS applications are approved, not I'll say approved, the decision is done within 30 days, and very less documentation is there. Financial documentation is very less because GIC is there. So GIC is attached as a proof of the financial documentation, and priority visa officers, they know they have to deal this application on priority basis. And most important, there were lots and lots of positive decisions. So unfortunately, everything is gone now. Everything is gone. And now the impact, because now you know the program. So let's see what the impact is. Of course, the biggest impact is financial planning is required, visa planning, visa timing is required, because now you have to show much more documentation, financial documentation, and the timing. So let me also tell you, there is NSC. So Nigeria also has a program, Nigeria Student Express, that also is closed. So now there is only one single program for student, which is general student program, general study permit, and it takes hell lot of time. So implications are maximum for India, Pakistan, China, Philippines, Nigeria. they have maximum implications of this, because the processing time will jump. The processing time earlier used to be within 1 month, 30 days. Now, I don't know how much it will be. So that is the biggest implication. And challenges with the admission cycle. So here in Canada, there is a January intake, there is a May intake, there is a September intake, there is a December intake. Every courses are not available in every intake. And every university or college doesn't offer all the intakes. So you now need a very knowledgeable consultant to stay with you to help you get entry into Canadian college or university. So that change is a major change which happened. Now let us look at the alternatives. What alternatives you have? Now, first is early application strategy. So if you are planning to come to Canada, for example, in the month of September, start early, start in January. So early application, more financial documentation is required, comprehensive study plan. Now the study plan, when we were doing SDS applications, it was not that priority, but now it will take priority. And proof of accommodation. Canada is facing housing shortage. So proof of accommodation, you have to show that not only you have money to study, but you have a place to study here. You can stay here in Canada. So proof of accommodation. And of course, you have to plan as per the processing time, because now the processing time will change depending upon the country. India processing time is different. Pakistan processing time is different. China processing time is different. So you have to plan accordingly. So all this is your alternatives, options, and of course, the biggest option out of all this is knowledgeable consultant. One single knowledgeable consultant which can bring you here to Canada in a proper college, in a proper course, or in a proper university. So that is the key right now for you. So now let's talk about the second bad news. And this came day before yesterday. Second bad news is 10-year multiple entry tourist visa is done. It's ended, finished. So 10-year tourist visa multiple entry is no more now available. So this news again from the government website is right here. Now, what was happening is earlier when you apply a tourist visa, in general scenario, if you are eligible, you will be given a 10-year multiple entry visa, or depends upon how long is your passport. So length of your passport, if your length of the passport is, for example, 6 years, so you get 6-year multiple entry visa. If your length of the passport is 5 years, so you used to get 5-year multiple entry visa. So in normal cases, this automatic maximum validity of multiple entry visa is finished. So now what will happen? Now it will be decided case on case basis. So it is the visa officer discretion. Visa officer will decide whether it will give you a single entry visa or multiple entry visa. So when visa officer will decide, most likely it will decide in favor of giving you a single entry visa, and that too if you are eligible. So visa validity is determined on the case to case basis. How strong is your profile? And if your profile changes tomorrow, if you apply again, they will not give you. So changes are basically alignment with applicant profile and Canada's requirement. So this new change is again a big game changer. There are a lot of implications of this. So let's see what could be the implications. So first is you need to do a very careful planning of your trips now. So increased cost, because every time you travel to Canada, you need again a visa. So increased cost, increased documentation, increased processing time. everything will increase. And of course, you will get shorter visa durations. So chances of extensions also will go away. And limited flexibility. This flexibility word is very important. So what happens in Canada is many parents, they come to Canada in summer months, they stay here with their kids in summer months, and then they go back home India, enjoy winters in India, again come in summers. But those things are now gone, because now every time you wish to come to Canada, you need a visa. So that's again another problem. And impact, just think about the business visitors who are coming to Canada at least 6 times in a year. Every time they have to take a visa. What about those religious workers? Those religious workers who come to Canada twice or thrice in a year, every time they have to take a visa. So there are a number of implications. Extension also, visitor visa extension also will be impacted because of this. So these are the implications. Government planning behind this. Why government is doing this? So government is doing this because it wants to control temporary resident levels. So recently shared immigration plan with you. So the plan which minister has shared, I have provided the complete details about that plan to you. So in there also temporary resident visas were mentioned. So addressing the economic and social concerns. So what is happening is economic concerns. So housing is a big shortage in Canada. And of course, there is a lot of load on the hospitals, on the public institutions, on the schools. So that thing also needs to be addressed. Enforcement. So you will see more of CBSA activity. So enforcement will happen. If you overstay, enforcement can happen. And of course, this is all happening to adapt immigration to the economic needs. So that's the goal behind the government's goal behind all this. So in this scenario, right, you still need to discuss your case with us. More than welcome. You can book an appointment with us. Our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. And most important, if you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.